Hello and welcome to part 5 of my tour of Portsmouth video series. Apologise, it has been a long time since doing my last video, but I've just had other stuff going on at the moment, so I've had to put it off. So, where were we? So last time we did part of Hilsea Lines. So you saw one of the ponds, you saw inside one of the forts, but now we're still in Hilsea Lines, but on the other side, on the western side. So you probably hear a lot of noise at the moment. It is sort of 6 o'clock at night, and we are next to a big industrial park. You wouldn't know that, would you? From the last video. So up there is the top of Hilsea Lines. It's like a big up and then down the other side of the hill sort of thing, which goes over the forts. You're not technically allowed up there, but I have been up there. So we are going to see a little bit more of the forts. So we are, let me just change the scene for a minute. We are at Bastion 4 at the moment, so I don't know how many bastions there are in total on this fort, but you know, within that building there's like some studios. There are studios there, so there's a cafe in one of them. I don't think it's in this one, I think it's in the next one. We're going to go to that in a minute. And there's also, if we go further up that way, there's a path that goes up and over the fort, so we're going to do that. See you soon. Right, we're actually on the fort now, so you can probably see there's a pond down in the distance. You can probably hear a load of traffic on the other side. That's on the mainland side, and yeah, just to prove that I'm up here, that is where we were just now. So we are going to continue along in that direction, and we're going to end up, well, you'll see in a minute. On top of this fort there are a couple of cages. I don't know what they're used for, but I reckon it's probably some ventilation system, because they don't know, the windows aren't very big in it, and maybe they used to, maybe they used to light fires to keep warm, and if smoke rises it has to go out somewhere, but I'm only speculating. I might be wrong. If you want to let me know, just write in the comments below if you have that knowledge. Here we have come to the end of this long path now, so we're on the corner at the moment, and look, more chimneys, if I was right about it all along. And over in the distance you can see some houses, so let's go a little bit further forward. So we're on a little residential neighbourhood. That is Hilsea itself. You can see a road down there. You can see some paths as well. That's the path that we end up going round to in a minute. And we're going to show you that bastion that I mentioned a couple of scenes ago. In here, actually you can see the inside of one without all the trees and shrubs in the way. So there are two holes, which sort of, strengthens my argument about them being chimneys. So I think we're quite safe to say that they are. I can smell something coming from them. Sort of smoky smell, not cigarette smoke or anything, but sort of a bonfire smell. It's gone now. It has to be. In case you're wondering what this path is called, it is called the Military Trail. So that I've just seen a sign for it. And just now, sort of some runners come down here. So I had to turn the camera off. So you can see some steps that lead down a little bit, going towards that path. And the path goes, well, I've mentioned it already, haven't I? What am I on about? And here's what it looks like from this side. Yes, another bastion. And there's someone down there. It looks like he might be having a picnic. He's got his bike there actually, so I can't zoom in very well. I can't see very well. And this one is Bastion 3. And here's that toffee thing I mentioned. There's a takeaway sign right here. And it's available in Bastion 4. That's where we were. And here are those runners as well. Here we are at the only tunnels that I know of which takes you from one side of the bastion to the other side. And I mean a tunnel that you're allowed to walk through, not just any old tunnel which is locked. So that leads over to Fox's Forest, which is the really nice forestry area part of Hilsea Lines. And I'm going to take you through there now. Let's go. Ooh, let's get in. There's someone there on the other side. And you notice, not notice very well, but there are a couple of little inlets there. You know, it's very difficult to see on camera, but I haven't got my light on. But you know, they're sort of like bits that go in a little bit, so we can actually walk in here. And when it's dark, you don't know if anyone's going to be hiding in there. It's never happened, but no, the thought is a bit scary. Anyway, let's fear not. Let's carry on to the other side. There's a couple of doors there as well. Shall I close them? Oddly enough, I think we can. I don't remember them being like this last time. Yes, we can close the door. Okay, I don't think people would be very happy with me, but you know. If we really wanted to, we could. Anyway, let's open it up. I don't want to make people think they can't go through there because they probably think it's closed. So, out this way now. And this is what we see when we get to the other side. So there's a choice of 3 paths and there's a bench, which I did sit down on just now. There are a couple of people not playing hide and seek. They're doing something fun. So I just had to let them go first. And when we get over, if we choose this path, then that takes us to the big long pond that I showed you from up there. Yeah, look what we have here. We have a little symbol with the number 10 on it, and then it's got a little symbol below it. What does it mean? What language is it in? Is it in Chinese? No, I don't think it's in Chinese. Is it in Japanese, Korean? Or is it just some random symbol that someone chose to draw? I'm interested. And this is an area where people can come and have picnics or barbecues. You know, loads of chairs. There's also not a high chair, but sort of a low table, which I think is designed for people to have barbecues on. And it looks like that's what people have done. Look at the stains, the black stains there. Look at it. I always like to elevate it a bit so I don't burn the table, or put it on the ground, or if on the beach, put it on the beach. But some people just don't really care that much. And now we've come out to an open field bit. I've just crossed the water to the other side. Over there, behind those trees, is the water that divides the island and the mainland side. And over in this direction, can't see it very well, now we can see it, is the road which links both sides of Portsmouth together. So if we show you this, you can see the traffic moving. That is the motorway, and yes, it's even noisy at night. I tested that out once by camping not too far away from it. Here's what it looks like from the top. So it just looks like a river, but no, it's not a river, it's actually the sea that connects both Portsmouth Harbour and Langston Harbour together. So we've just come from over that side, that's the road down. And the apples here over there as well. I tried the apples once and they weren't overly delicious, I hate to say, but some nice looking apples do, it's absolutely disgusting. And on this side, there's a path that's on the mainland side there. That way you can see now much more clearly. We are going to head off over there towards where that blue bridge is. So we're going to carry on down that side. Time for a blackberry feast. Of course it's September, so officially this is blackberry season. Let's eat one. Which one am I going to have? I'm going to get that one. Try not to get pricked or scratched. Not bad. Here we are at Hilsea Roundabout. Well, just behind me is Hilsea Roundabout, and you know, in the distance you can see a burger van. It says chicken doner on it, so it must be Turkish. I've not eaten at it. I don't know what it's like, but I'm sure a lot of people buy from it, otherwise it wouldn't be there. So next we're going to go over this bridge, and we are going to carry on towards the Mountbatten Centre and along the path that leads to it. And that is the roundabout that you can see there. It's a better view of it from here. No, still not very obvious unless you look really hard. Let's carry on. Get to the other side. So here we are on the last bit of the water, and this lake here is actually part of the activity centre, which is just up that way. In the distance you can see a load of kids. There's a skate park in there. A lot of them are practicing tricks, you know, either on bikes or skates or rollerblades, whichever they prefer to do. We are at the beginning of the path that goes all the way to the Mountbatten Centre. This path was only created a couple of years ago, about 3 years ago that it was open to the public, so it's pretty nice. It used to be something else. I've only lived in Portsmouth for 5 years, so I can't exactly remember it all before, but you'll see a bit more of it in a minute. Look at all that lovely graffiti. Yeah, look at them having fun here. It's going the other way. Oh, it's a zip line. I thought they only went one way. Maybe I'm wrong. Over there is it was Hilsea Island, but it's now joined to the mainland, and that's where Portsea is based. We're not going there now. And further up you can see, you know, the tide is out at the moment. There's a bit of a beachy area down there. I'll show you a bit closer. So now we are actually on the beach. I'm not going to do it now, but I have walked all the way along the beach all the way to the Mountbatten Centre before. It's a nice walk, a bit muddy, you know, a bit clayey in places, but you know, if you know, it just makes a nice change from doing the walk well and going past all the people. And you know, to get to it, there are loads of, you know, there are a few of these staircases which lead directly down, which is a really nice feature to have. And look at that lovely glow there in the background. The sun is setting. It isn't set yet, but probably about half an hour it'll be setting. Days are getting short now. September, yeah, I'm afraid. So now we're on a field where you can see the back of the Mountbatten Centre. So in case you're wondering what the Mountbatten Centre is, it's a large recreation centre, or leisure centre more correctly, and it has a gym, a swimming pool, it has different courts, you know, to play badminton or tennis indoors. It has an outdoor court, and it has classes as well, and probably a load of other things which I'm not aware of. So I'm going to end this video here. If you are in this area and you want to see the front end, then here it is. So thank you for watching. I've got one more video in the Tour of Portsmouth series, and I'll see you there, and thank you for watching, and goodbye.